because really, why do I even have them? I don't like them. Really, I don't know how that much stuff fit in that one little drawer. I have a feeling a lot of it is going to go. Hi everyone, and welcome back to another video and another episode of Slowly Simplifying Your Spaces. Today we are tackling the coffee and tea drawer. So for my kitchen declutter, minimize, and simplify videos, I think I'm going to break them up into smaller chunks. The kitchen is such a high traffic area that I just simply do not have the time to take everything out at the same time and go through the entire room. Plus, that would make for a very long video. So today I think I'm going to tackle our coffee and tea drawer and our pots and pans drawer that we have below. So I'll share that space with you in a second, but it is a 3-pot drawer cabinet that I have in my kitchen. And the top one is where we keep all of our teas and coffees, and in the second and third is where we keep our pots and pans. So I thought I would go through that today and simplify, minimize, and declutter all of that area so that when I am moving along and going through all the different spaces in the kitchen, it just makes it easier and more manageable and something that isn't overwhelming. I think that's where the onion layer method comes into effect, and finding those small pockets of time throughout our day. So I have about 30 minutes before I have to take Connor to swimming and we have to leave the house. So what better time, instead of sitting around doing nothing, than to tackle a decluttering job. So if you're new to my channel and not familiar with Slowly Simplifying Your Space videos, this is where I'm going through every room, every nook and cranny of our home for 2022 and slowly decluttering, minimizing, and simplifying all the areas. I'm really excited for this. It's made a huge difference in the spaces that I've minimized and simplified so far. So if you're new, I'd love it if you'd hit that subscribe button and the little bell next to it to receive notifications when I post new videos. And let's just jump into it. Let's go and declutter, minimize, and simplify part of our kitchen to make it more functional and practical for our entire family. So this is the cabinet I was talking about. We have 1, 2, 3 drawers. We never put handles on them, but it's fine. It works the way it is. For today's video, we are going through all of these. So I'm going to share with you exactly what they look like. So let's go through this drawer right here. Like, really, it is a hot mess. I don't know why we have so many teas. I think a lot of the time I end up buying things because of marketing. Honestly, it gets me every time. But things like these adorable little syrups for coffees, I don't know why every time I think I'm going to like them, but I find them way too sweet. I drink my coffee black. I don't put anything in it. It's kind of like the whole Nespresso fad. I really wanted the Nespresso for the Arrocino maker, but I don't put milk in my coffee. So what makes me think I'm going to like lattes with frothed milk? So anyway, I know these I'm going to let go of because really, why do I even have them? I don't like them. So I think I'm going to take everything out of here. I can see I'll probably get rid of like 80% of these teas and coffees because we just simply don't drink them, and I have no clue why we even have them. I've been in your waters, been knocking at your door. I know one thing for sure, I've never been so close before. You were truly my lover, but it was over so fast. Just that much stuff fit in that one little drawer. It's crazy. But I have a feeling a lot of it is going to go. I'm just going to start buying and only having the teas and coffees that I truly, really enjoy. Yes, there might be a time where we pick up something to try that's new, but I'm not going to hold on to things just because I think that someone's going to like them, even if I don't. So I picked up these little tins and I shared those in Vlogmas, and I thought they are adorable, but I don't actually like the teas. So I'm going to ask my mother if she wants them, and if she doesn't, then I'm just going to get rid of them, because I'm not holding on to things anymore and taking up the bandwidth or the space in my cabinets, in my home, in my mind, of things that I have to manage. I'm over it. I'm done with it. And like I've mentioned in previous videos, my mantra and motto for 2022 is, if I don't use it, if it's not practical, if it doesn't bring me joy, if it doesn't serve a purpose, if it's not something that is functional for me right now, or something that I really, really enjoy, it's gone. Sayonara. See you later. Don't have time for you. So these teas, I'm going to check with my mom, and that goes for any of these other teas, through all these, and minimize the space. So let's declutter, minimize, and simplify our tea and coffee drawer.
I watch you as you drive. Do you know I'm looking? And I can't help but smile. Do you know how much I love you? You put my favorite song on, I put my feet up, and we just sing along. And I can't help but feeling, just loving this moment. Can we stay here forever? I'm loving this moment.
The small little keep pile. This is my trash / donate pile. We do not like the Laura Secord mint hot chocolates. Then, like I've mentioned already, these holiday teas and these little syrups for coffees. Then I have coffees that expired in 2017, so they definitely have to go. So I'm going to put them all into the top drawer, the things I'm keeping and the things I'm getting rid of. I'm going to put the garbage in the garbage and put the other ones into a bag for my mother and give them to her next time I see her. And there we go. I think it looks a lot better, and we'll definitely organize it more when we get to the organizing part. But we have a ton of empty space here that I can use for other things. So now let's move on to drawer number 2. Okay, so it's a couple hours later. We ended up having to go and take Connor to swimming, and then we went over to Matt's father's. So I am now going to finish up this kitchen. I took pretty much everything out of the 2 drawers. So the bottom drawer is completely empty, and this one just has the pots and pans. We use all these all the time, so I don't even have to take those out. But I kind of put the rest of the things on the counter. So we have a strainer that we always use, and this ceramic white dish, we use that as well. These things on the counter. Matt is the cook. I would love nothing more than to get rid of some of these pans, but he insists he uses them all the time, and he wants to keep them, so I need to respect that. I think I am going to possibly get rid of this white dish because it's small and it really doesn't serve a purpose. So I think that is going to go. I'm going to put that. Because I ran out of space in the drawers, I have these 3 Corral dishes that I didn't have space for. This one I think I'm going to part with, and sadly it is cracked, so I'm going to put that in the garbage because it has a crack in it. But I do use these. This is my loaf pan. It's the only loaf pan that I have, and this one here is a baking dish, and we use that all the time. But this is our little donate pile out of what we have. I love this. I got this for $5 from Target, but these 2 pans we don't use, so we're going to get rid of those. I'm going to put everything back into these 2 cabinets, and I'm also going to be able to use a little bit of the top because I decluttered so much of the tea. And I'm going to see what works, and then really focus on, if it doesn't all fit, then I really need to figure out what else to let go of. But I think for the most part, we have a pretty, for us, minimal amount of cooking ware. Again, I don't do the cooking, it's all Matt. So I kind of have to work with what he likes to use and keep the things that he uses when he's cooking. Okay, so this is what I decided to get rid of, this small cordingware dish that really doesn't serve a purpose and we hardly ever use it. This I'm going to let go of from Target because we have the white cordingware that works just as well and we use that way more. And these two pans that we never use anymore for cooking, and this, because I have two of them and I don't need to, and this round one because it has a crack in it. So happy with what I'm departing with. And here is what the drawer is looking like. Since I decluttered so much of my tea and coffees, I have this small section here, and then I was able to put my Corningware. The cover wouldn't, like the lid wouldn't stay on the round one, so I'm going to have to lay it in the square dish. But I have the 4 that we use all the time there. In the second one, I kept the steamer part of the wok. Matt said I could like let it go, but I think he might use it. He was like, I didn't even know we had a wok, Jen. Well, that's probably because we have too many things in this drawer and he couldn't find it. So I definitely hope that he'll start using it. So all of our pots, we really only have that one set of pots there, and then we have an extra stock pot because for when we're making broth. And then on the bottom, I just put our frying pans and this loaf Corningware that I didn't have space for in the top, and a lid. So it's definitely minimized a lot. Hopefully it will be functional for us. I think it will be. But that is it. That is all for today's Slowly Simplifying My Space videos, and I hope that you enjoyed watching. I definitely feel that breaking up the kitchen into smaller chunks and finding those little tidbits of time will be more beneficial to you as a viewer and to me as the person decluttering, minimizing, and simplifying, because I just don't have a full day to devote to a space, which I'm sure a lot of you are in the same boat as I am. So finding those small little bits and pieces of time that we're able to pick an area and declutter and minimize and simplify. So finding those small little chunks of time throughout the day, picking an area to declutter and minimize and simplify, and then going with it. So I really hope that you enjoyed watching today's video. If you're new to my channel and haven't already, hit that subscribe button. I'd love it if you join my family by hitting it, and don't forget to hit the bell right next to it to receive notifications when I post new videos. Every Monday at 3 p.m. Atlantic Standard Time, we have a Slowly Simplifying Our Spaces video for you all to enjoy. So if you like simplifying, decluttering, and minimizing, give this video a thumbs up, and we'll see you next week for another Slowly Simplifying Your Space videos, where we tackle every square inch, nook and cranny of our home and declutter, minimize, and simplify all the areas here. Thanks so much for watching. I hope you all are staying safe. Love you all, and we'll see you next week. Bye now.